Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I have what I think is a very exciting video for you guys today. I was reading on my Kindle the other night and I was thinking about how I feel like there's a lot of burning questions about Kindles. I get asked by friends a lot if I like my Kindle, like what it does, etc, etc. So I thought I would just make one huge video where you could find pretty much everything you need to know about getting a Kindle if you're in the market for an e-reader, if you're thinking about buying a Kindle, if you're comparing it to a different e-reader, this video is for you. I also wanted to go ahead and hurry up and film this and upload it for you guys because I'm pretty sure Amazon Prime Day is coming up. I think it starts on the 8th and I don't 100% know if any of the Kindles are gonna be on sale for Prime Day, but just in case they are and you are trying to gather all the facts, you will be ready for when Prime Day comes. I do also know that there are a lot of Kindle deals already going on for Prime Day. So maybe you want to look into that as well. I don't know. Anyways, enough of my yapping. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first things first, we have the different models that are available in the Kindle, starting with the Paperwhite. The Paperwhite is probably going to be the most popular. That is the one I have, and it's going to run you about $160. So if you're wondering what the Paperwhite is, it is obviously your e-reader, and it is called the Paperwhite because it looks and kind of feels like you're reading an actual physical book. I'm going to go ahead and show you the side-by-side of a book reading on Kindle on my actual Kindle and then reading on Kindle on my phone. So you can see there that it is much more brighter. Even if I dimmed this down a lot, it still has that electronic-y feel to it. You're also going to get blue light issues with this one. For this one, you don't need to be wearing any blue light glasses. You won't get any headaches or anything from that. If you're like me, I'm very prone to getting headaches when I'm on my computer or my phone all day. I get even like burst blood vessels sometimes, but I've never had an issue with my Kindle Paperwhite. So like I said, that's gonna run you about $160. There's like different gigabytes and like storage and stuff, but about $160. The next is gonna be just the standard Kindle. It's not gonna have that paper look to it. It's gonna look a lot like how my phone looked. That's a little bit too dark. It's gonna look a lot like how my phone looked, but on a much bigger scale. That's gonna run you about $109 depending on the storage that you get on it, yada yada. And then the newest Kindle is the Kindle Colorsoft. This is gonna run you a hefty price of $279. It is very similar to the Paperwhite. It has that paper look to it, except for it is in color, hence the name Colorsoft. The colors are very muted, so like Akatar here, it would not look like that. It's gonna be a lot more darker. This is great for people who like to read comic books or, you know, picture books, whatever it may be. It's also great for people who like to annotate their books. You can annotate just fine on the Paperwhite. I'll show you guys. You can annotate on the Paperwhite, but it will always be this gray color. On the Colorsoft, you have a variety of different colors to choose from. So you can color code if you're into that. It's really cute. It seems really fun. Like I said, that one's gonna run you about $279. There are pros and cons to it. I'm not gonna go deep into them. I do know that some people have complained about there being like a yellow line at the bottom. I haven't seen that before. I don't have one, so I don't know, but I don't know. You'll have to maybe dig deeper in that one if you're wanting the Kindle Colorsoft. The last Kindle type is the Kindle for kids, the kids Kindle. It is going to run you about $95. It is a lot smaller. It's not going to have that Paperwhite effect to it. It's just going to be the standard Kindle, but a lot smaller, and it's already going to come ad-free. So you won't have to pay to get the ads taken off of it since it's made for children. I just decided to throw that one on there because I've seen a lot of hacks of people being like, oh, I just bought the kids one because I wanted an e-reader for super cheap. It is the cheapest option. So if you are kind of like, I don't know if I'll use an e-reader, I don't know if I'm gonna be interested in it, maybe give the kids Kindle a try because it is the cheapest option. It's the smallest option. So maybe that's for you. If you were gonna ask my opinion on all of them, I would say go ahead and get the Paperwhite if you are willing to splurge. I know it's a hefty price tag, but I love, love, love my Paperwhite. I think it's just perfect. It automatically dims and brightens whenever you need to. You're seeing a glare on it just because I'm like literally standing right in front of this and the camera is picking it up. But in real life, when I'm reading it, you can't see the glare. So that's really amazing. You would think that when you're reading on electronic, that would be a downfall of it, but not for this puppy. This thing is literally my child. Like actually, I bring it everywhere with me. It's like super, you know, it's big, but it's like compact enough to throw in any bag I want. I genuinely take this 90% of places that I go. Our next category is going to be accessories. When you are buying your Kindle, you're probably looking at accessories as well. So on my Kindle right now, I have just a plain clear case. You can also get screen protectors for them for scratches or, you know, falls, dents, etc. Just have a clear case. You have seen all the Curlies with their cute little stickers. You can get them off of Etsy, Redbubble. Those two are really great places to support small businesses, small artists, stuff like that. Or you could buy a case that completely covers it. So this is one that I have that I change out sometimes. So you would just put the Kindle right in here and then it closes it, and it's really cute and it's a little bit more compact. Normally they come already designed, whatnot. Another thing that I love, love, love for my Kindle is the Kindle like clicker thingy. I'll put a picture right here of it, but essentially it is a way for you to kind of like remotely switch pages, which sounds really lazy, but it's actually so clutch. If you're snuggling under a blanket and you don't want to have just one hand out holding the Kindle and swiping, it's a great thing. I use it mostly at the gym when I am walking, or if I'm home and I'm on my walking pad. That way I can just prop it up and click through as I read it instead of holding it while I walk or continuously moving my arm back to press the next page. I know it sounds really crazy and very lazy, but I promise you it's actually handy. And then another thing that can kind of go with that is the like bedside like clamp holder thingy. I don't really know. You'll see a picture of it here. But I have one of these. I use it less often as the clicker, but I do think in some scenarios it is very useful. You just kind of clamp it to your bedside table or whatever you want to clamp it on, and then it will hold your Kindle for you so that you can like lay sideways and read. It's pretty handy. It works sometimes when I want to get all cozy and ready for bed, but not go to sleep just yet. Now I'm just going to show you a quick overview of how to kind of navigate and work your Kindle. Obviously it is very self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go very in depth with this. If you end up getting one, it literally is self-explanatory. Like it's easy to use. But anyways, when it is off, if you don't have ads enabled, which you can either pay to get them off, or I've heard of people chatting with like an Amazon representative and them taking it off for free. Mine was a gift, so I asked for them to not have the ads on them, but when it's off, you can see the book that you're currently reading. You turn it on down at the bottom and here it is. So this is just the book. If you're already reading a book, it'll automatically open up into the book. But you can also go back to your homepage, which is going to have your library of books. So whatever you've bought, downloaded, if you have Kindle Unlimited, whatever you've downloaded from there on there. And then if you scroll down, there's more recommended books to you. Maybe some are Kindle Unlimited, some are not. You'll tell the difference from right above it. It'll say Kindle Unlimited, and see as this one does not. And then you have the library button down here for just all of your books. You can hide books from your homepage into here if you just don't want them up there, or if you're running out of room, you can put them in here instead. Obviously you have your search and the three dots. You have a bunch of different settings. You can hook up your Goodreads to the Kindle, which is one of the best perks of the Kindle. You'll also have web browsing here, which you're not going to probably use very often. If you are looking for an e-reader to download fan fictions for yourself on, that is how you're going to do it, which I'll get more into later, but that is where you would go. But yeah, that's pretty much the inner workings of a Kindle. So if you could just open your book, and then here you are. Right now, like, I think this font is too big. You could just zoom in or pinch out, I guess, and you can also just adjust it up here to whatever you would like. And then if you just drag this down, you have a little bit more controls. Right here you have your brightness, you can change it, your warmth, you can change it. I like to have mine on auto because it'll do it for you. If I turn the lights off, it'll automatically dim to the perfect color and temperature, or if I'm outside reading by the pool, it'll automatically change to your surroundings. 2 more points actually. Like I was showing you earlier, you can annotate. You would just drag and hold and then it'll automatically do for you. Or if you accidentally did it, you can also hit undo, maybe. Sorry, I'm doing this backwards. You can delete it. One thing that always comes in handy for me is like when I don't know a word. So like, let's just say I didn't know what freedom meant. You would just highlight just freedom and immediately it'll pop up with the definition for you. This has come in handy so many times. It is one of my favorite features. You don't have to go searching on the web and it'll just automatically do it for you. Up top, you have these 2 buttons similar to a phone. You turn your Bluetooth off and on. I always keep mine on. That is how you're going to be able to transfer books that you've bought on Amazon to here, either on your phone, your computer, whatever, as long as you're still using the same Amazon account when you sign into this one. So same email on this one and your actual Amazon account, they will be connected, but you have to have Bluetooth on. You don't necessarily need Wi-Fi to read books, but you do need Wi-Fi to download them. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this book on Amazon, but you're like at the airport and you have no Wi-Fi, you're not going to be able to get it onto here. You need to do it at home or wherever you have Wi-Fi, and then you can take that book once it is completely downloaded and read it without any Wi-Fi. By now you've probably heard me mention Kindle Unlimited a lot. That is Amazon's subscription for your Kindle. It is $11.99 per month. You get access to a really wide arrangement of free books for just $11.99 a month. So if you're reading at least 1 book a month on your Kindle, you're getting your money's worth, because one paperback nowadays is like 20 bucks. So you're getting your money's worth as long as you read 1 book. And trust me, once you pick this thing up, you're gonna be reading on it a lot and a lot and a lot. But there are a ton of books on there that you may like. Like I said, there is a huge catalog to choose from. The catalog comes and goes. So like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is on there right now, but in a month or so it could be gone. So my one hack for you guys is, if you see a book on Kindle Unlimited that you might want to read in the future but aren't going to get to now, just download it into your library, and then if it ever leaves Kindle Unlimited, you can still read it as long as it's downloaded into your library. If you're looking for a free option to download books onto your Kindle, I highly suggest Libby. For Libby, you're going to connect your local library card to it. So wherever you live, you'll get a free library card. You just go in, they'll ask like for your name, a proof of address, and you get a library card for free. You could also go to another town over and buy a library card. Most of the time it's probably like $10 a month for a library card. But if you get the one from the library in the city that you live in, it'll be free. So Libby is an app that you download. It's basically kind of like a digital library. So you put your library card in there, you have a set amount of holds and loans that you can have at one single time. So this is gonna be ebooks and audiobooks. So you can always go to like the available now. See, like this one is available now. You would just press borrow, and then eventually once you hook it up, it'll say like read with Kindle, and then it'll take you to your Amazon account, and then it'll download onto your Kindle. So it is very much free. It is very easy. They have a good amount of books. They have audiobooks too, which you can't get on your Kindle, but you can just listen to them on your phone. I will say some of the more popular books might not be available right away, but you can always place a hold, and so you can always place your hold and it will automatically hold it for you. You can see what place you are in line. You can skip your hold. If your hold's ready and you're not ready for the book yet, you can lapse your hold and it'll give it back to you in however many weeks that you want it to come back to you. It's a really cool deal. I recommend it to everyone because it is free. And not only is it free to you, it immensely helps out your library so much. Libraries are so important, and I know it's really fun to buy books and, you know, have them physically, but supporting your local library is also very important. And it's also a really great way to read a book and or try it without buying it first, because it's free. So and then one more way to get free books on your Kindle is Stuff Your Kindle Days. So These happen pretty periodically throughout the year. They were created by an author. I have in my notes here that it was Zoe York, but I could be wrong. It was created by an author to kind of help indie authors get, you know, views and reads on their books. So what Stuff Your Kindle Day is a arranged day where they have a huge catalog of books. Some of them are indie. I think most of the time they're very small authors, but there are some gems on there. Literally do not knock it until you try it. Most of the time they're like romance Stuff Your Kindle Days, but they do periodically do like sci-fi, fantasy, like thriller. Sometimes it's all of them in once. If you're exploring this option, what you would do is just literally on your phone look up Stuff Your Kindle and it'll be there. There are different sites that host them. You'll just click that link and then you can look through the catalog of all the free books, all the different authors, and then from there you can click on each book and get them downloaded straight to your Kindle for free. This is a great way to explore new genres, explore new authors that you are kind of a little bit nervous to explore, or maybe you've never heard of them, but something about the book grabs your attention. This is a great way to do it. It's called Stuff Your Kindle Day because the premise of this is to get so many books that you're stuffing your Kindle. And the next one is actually coming up very soon. It's on July 22nd. So if you're still thinking about getting a Kindle, but Stuff Your Kindle Day is like enticing you, maybe this is your time, maybe it is. Then I have just a few extra hacks for you guys that I've learned myself through my Kindle journey. So kind of like I said earlier, you can call and or chat to an Amazon representative if you buy the Kindle with ads. It's going to be cheaper to buy it with ads. Apparently you can call and get them off, so maybe look into that as an option. I've heard of it working for a lot of different people, so definitely try that. Get the cheaper option, you know, and then take what all they're worth for and remove those ads. You can also, I think, jailbreak your Kindle, which I won't do because I'm scared, but you can jailbreak it in order to have a cute little cover that says like Amanda's Kindle or something that you've created on Canva. Every time that you turn off your Kindle, it'll have that instead of the book. If you're looking for more information on that, check TikTok because I've seen it done so many times before. And then my last hack for you is one that I use so often, and that is to just go into your Amazon account, go into the book category, and then you'll see Kindle deals. Every month there are a wide variety of different books that are like 70, 80, 90% off. I just recently bought Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood for like 99 cents. And there's like a wide range that changes every month. There's monthly deals, there's daily deals. So literally you can check every day and you might find a new book that you want to read for like 80 cents. It is insane. It is one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, check what books that they have, and then if they don't have anything, then I'll just check the next day. But this is a way to get like the super popular books for more cheap. Like I said, Ali Hazelwood. I just bought one by Julie Soto the other day. I've bought a Frederick Bachman book on there for like $1. It is literally amazing, and I feel like not a lot of people know about it. Last but not least, I'm going to give you guys some Kindle Unlimited recs if you are coming to this video to see if you want to buy Kindle Unlimited. If you haven't bought it yet before, I know that they offer like, I think a first 3 months free, so you can get your first 3 months free. You can try it out. And then if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. If you like it, you can subscribe. Like I said earlier, it is $11.99 a month. But I wanted to rapid fire some of my favorite books that I've read through Kindle Unlimited, or books that I know are favorites out there in the world that are on Kindle Unlimited right now. Like I said earlier, it does change periodically. Most of the time, these books are on there for a good while before they leave, but you never know. So I put down the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Just for the Summer, The Answer is No, the Windy City series, the Addicted series, the Chestnut Spring series, Heart of the Raven Prince, Fourth Wing, This Could Be Us, One Dark Window. You can also get like cookbooks on there, children's books. Sometimes there's children's books on there. There's memoirs on there. I know Matthew Perry's memoirs on there right now. I think earlier this year Jeanette McCurdy's was on there. Maybe it's still on there. A lot of different fantasies. Periodically, Amazon will also get a bunch of different authors together to create a collection of short stories. Like I recently read one that was a collection of different authors that were all set on Valentine's Day, and they're really fun, and you can only get them on Amazon, so you can either get them for free on Kindle or you can just buy them. But some of those are really fun. I've recently read an Abby Jimenez short story on there and it was really cute. So all that goes to say that there is just a wide variety of Kindle Unlimited books out there. If I didn't name one that you were maybe looking for, you can always go check on Amazon and you can look through the Kindle Unlimited catalog to see if that's something that you might want to pay for. But I highly recommend it because I love it. I love Kindle Unlimited. There's always books on there that I am super interested in. And if there's not, there have been months where there hasn't been and I've just unsubscribed, and then the next month I'll just resubscribe. It's super easy. Well, that reaches the end of my guide for dummies on Kindle, I guess. Looking back now, I feel like this sounded very sponsored. It is not sponsored. I pay for Kindle Unlimited monthly on my own. This was a gift, but if it ever broke, I would immediately go buy a new one because I really do love this. I have quickly became more of a Kindle girly than I am a paperback girly or a hardcover girly. I just love how light it is. I can take it literally everywhere. I can read it in the dark. It's literally waterproof. I don't think I mentioned that. It's waterproof. Y'all, like you can take this to the beach and you can take it into the bathtub and you can drop it and it'll be fine. But if you ever dropped a paperback in the water, if you've ever seen what happens to it, it's atrocious. Anyways, I hope you learned something from this video. If you have any more questions about Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, Libby, what else did I mention? Stuff Your Kindle Days, leave them down below. I will try and help out as best as I can. If you enjoyed today's video, maybe subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Leave a like, comment down below, whatever you want. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.